ready.
Yeah.
Dude.
Definition: offensive. A contemptuous term for a black or dark-skinned person. Anyway,
Guess what the word is?
February is over.
Yo, that would actually be kind of cool. So you read a definition,
That
so
is
like
true.
I'd be on the other side.
Welcome back to YouTubethingz. It's been a crazy last month, man. February was crazy. Okay, we did a podcast Valentine's Day, and that was when everything went to. Where are we to start?
I don't know. Well, I guess I can. No, I can start with my terrible day that I had yesterday.
Yeah, there we go.
I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday, the day when you.
Tattoos, yes.
Yeah, tattoos. Okay. So it was that day. So I wake up around maybe 11ish, I think. No, it was a little earlier, but I fell back asleep, and then I woke up back around like 11ish, and he was out with someone getting a tattoo, and I just had like really nothing to do. I mean, I could have joined him, but I just didn't want to because
You're lucky, bro. I was so bored in that fucking tattoo parlor, man. I was sitting there, I was like, oh my god. I'm scrolling through Instagram, my phone's gonna die. I'm like, oh my god. That's when I asked you to call me so I could just step out from it. Bro, my back hurt, bro. It was crazy. Like, worth it, but it was crazy, man. And that tattoo looks sick. Well, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So, Tony calls me. Tony's one of our friends. He called me, and we basically, what did we do? We went to Walmart, we bought a movie, went to his house to watch it, and then it was like probably 7 by that time, and it was snowing like a lot. And Tony's like, let's go out and sled. I was all like, okay, whatever. So we went to Walmart to try and get sleds, and they didn't sell sleds. So I remembered that I had sleds at my house, so we went and got those, and then we went to CCS with that big steep hill. We went down that.
You didn't even film it?
No. Dude, it was way too cold. It was snowing. Like, the equipment would have been messed up. But
That's funny.
it would have been cool though. But anyways, this is where everything starts just going downhill.
I know, so far I'm like, sounds like a good day.
Yeah, it was a pretty good day. Like, I thought it was going good. And then I had my phone in my pocket, and then like after we were done sledding, it was gone.
Gone.
Yeah, it was gone. I couldn't find it. I was like, oh shoot, it fell out of my pocket, and just disappeared. I don't know where it went. It's in the snow somewhere. It's probably.
If anybody finds a phone.
It's probably destroyed though, honestly. But
You didn't even know? You just.
no, I don't know.
You didn't go back today or anything?
I did. I tried to look for it today.
Weird.
There was nothing there.
I wonder if they had school today.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. But so yeah, I lost the phone. Also, a little bit after that, I lost my keys in the snow.
Bro.
So we were stranded there. And we were stranded at CCS for like an hour, and everyone's phones were pretty much dead. Tony's had like 5% left. I called my dad. I called my dad, and so I didn't have a phone, so I couldn't call. So I had to use Tony's phone. I called my dad. I was like, "Do I have a spare key at the house?" He's all, yeah, I'll be there in a little bit." I was like, "Oh, thank God." And then gives me the spare key. I put it in the ignition. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not. I remember because it wasn't programmed.
Yeah, because you have to like program it, and I didn't know what the program thing was.
Yeah.
And then my dad pulls out another key. He's all like, "Here's another one if you want to try this one." I was like, "Oh, okay."
You have two?
I guess, dude. I didn't even know. And that one worked. That's
Really?
this one. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but.
So why don't you put the key fob one on here so you can unlock and unlock your doors, and then just have that start?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. No, but yeah, it sucked because it was so cold outside. We were just.
So somebody has your keys and phone.
Yeah, someone has my keys.
You have your wallet.
Yeah, I have a wallet. Thank God I have my wallet. But now I have to buy a new phone that I can put service on.
One you can edit with.
Yeah, one I can edit with. And all my music stuff is gone too.
Man, it is.
Yeah.
Wait, the video we just shot?
Yeah, the video.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
We gotta go find that phone. We'll make another video.
The,
Those were sick shots too, man. Dang.
Yep.
It didn't have like Google pictures or anything on it? Google
No,
Photos?
no.
Wow, bro. That sucks.
That was weird. That was because my phone didn't carry SD card.
That's true, yeah.
And
Even if it did, it would still be lost.
yeah. So and then remember I took them, I put them on the computer and then I transferred them from the computer to the phone. They stayed on the computer, the card, but I deleted them because I had them on the phone.
Yeah.
So now they're all
Yeah.
gone. It's all gone.
Dang, that sucks.
So yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah. Rip.
That all happened yesterday, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
24 hours ago, he was crying.
I was crying. I was at my lowest.
Yeah. And this dude saw a rock and hit the bottom of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Dang, bro. I don't know. Yesterday was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was all like, James
I just hung out, man. Yesterday, let's see. So a friend and I went to go. She got a tattoo. I didn't. I want to. I'm going to right here. I'm gonna get a tattoo hopefully at the end of the month. But she did. And it was actually pretty sick. She got it right here, and she's Proverb or something like that.
Proverb.
I was kidding. I'm kidding. She
31,
doesn't like
25.
nouns. She likes Proverb. No, I'm just kidding.
It was like 31-25.
Yeah, and it looks pretty sick. So yeah, that instigated me to actually go and get one. And then he didn't want to hang out, so I just went bowling with her. Well, I texted her, I go, I'm bored, what do you want to do? And she goes, let's go bowling. I was like, okay, let's go. And I'm sore, man. Dude, my right ass and my left arm are dead, okay? Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I was detailing a truck today, and it hurt so bad. Like, my vacuum, I was like, no, we ain't doing that, bro.
Did you do good at bowling?
I think she won twice and I won twice. Played 4 games. And I was like, yeah.
Any strikes?
So she's definitely not a cat person. Every time I go meow meow meow, she misses. So it's yeah. Strikes. Yeah. I don't know who got more. I want to say I did because I think I'm cooler, but I don't know. It was only my second time ever bowling too. That was pretty sick. Yeah. I hit a strike, but I thought I hit. So I hit a strike once, but I didn't know I hit the strike because I turned around because I thought it went in the gutter. And I go because I named the ball. It was orange ball, so I named it Donald Trump. And it kept winning, and it just kept winning, and then it stopped winning. It kept hitting gutter balls, so I switched over to the pink or purple one when I named it Hillary Clinton at first. And I said, this is rigged, and I threw it, hit a strike, and then then it ended up being named Lizzo. And then her bowling balls were Pedro and watermelon. And like it was like, I don't know, they were too heavy for me, I guess. They weren't heavy, but they just didn't feel right, you know. I used 10s, like the smallest ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. I need to go practice, man. Dude, I don't know why that made me so sore, bro. Like my arm, bro. I'm gonna be shredded after bowling.
Oh,
Bro.
you think it's your left arm?
I tried to do non-down if she was too scared to.
Yeah.
I think she did once. I'm not sure. I think we did at the very last one. We had like a minute left. We were like stroke. Yeah, that's funny. So yesterday was good.
Terrible. Yesterday.
Polar opposites. No.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, so we went to the tattoo parlor yesterday, and we got there. Her appointment was like 12:30, I think it was, and they opened at 12. So we show up around 12:20, maybe before. We started driving around because we were super early, and we went to go get Dutch Bros, and then we went to Randy's house, just because why not? It's right there, you know. So we pulled up to Randy's, just talked, and then we drove over to the tattoo parlor. We went inside. She fills out the paperwork, whatever. She left her ID at home. So I had to drive her all the way back to Camp Verde and then all the way back out there. I had nothing better to do, but it was, I don't know, it was kind of funny. Yeah. I think that was the worst part about yesterday.
That's
Like, and it was still good though, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. So, me and who was it? It was me. Who was it? Oh no, it was me and you.
What?
Yeah, it was me and you. I don't know why I did. It was me and you. I thought it was someone else. Me and you went to go see Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, that was
And they wouldn't let us.
almost died.
They wouldn't let us buy the tickets because we didn't have our IDs.
Yeah, so it was last Friday, I think it was. Was it Friday? Because I called out, it was.
Yeah.
So last Friday we went to go see Cocaine Bear, and I didn't have my ID on me because I got my wallet stolen or whatever, it was lost, and I had my paper ID, but I left it here at home. I didn't know the movie was rated R, so it was like, you know. And they asked us for our IDs, and I didn't have mine, but he had his, so we had to drive all the way back to Condon and all the way back up to Prescott to go see the movie. But the second time they didn't even ID us.
Yeah, they didn't. I
like,
pulled it out like to get ready, but they didn't even ask.
I had mine too.
I was like, bro, really?
The girl asked us, and
Yeah.
the guy was like, "No, you're good." I was like, "What?
Yeah.
Like, really?"
He was just probably that guy who doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It was fun. It was like pointless though. We could have just like went around the block and came back, and he would have just,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, it was. It was good. It was decent though. I mean, it wasn't the best movie, but it was pretty decent. I think the end was very. The beginning of it was realistic and it like made sense, but the end of it was more like it could have been different. Like, because then it made the bear have too much emotions at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Like it was like I don't know. It made the bear too human. Like it personified the bear. You know, big words. Like throughout the film, I'm not gonna ruin it. Spoilers. So skip this part. If you want to watch it, but the beginning of the film, it was just a bear and cocaine. You can't tell if it's a guy or girl bear. It's just a bear and cocaine. It's fucking murdering kids, you know? And, oh, we can't cuss. It's just murdering kids. And, like, I don't know, it just does cocaine and then it just goes murdering, you know? And, later on in the film, they start running from the bear, they get trapped in the cave or whatever, and, like, right then is where the movie should have just, like, killed everybody. Because that would have been more interesting, like the kids and the mom, and like it would have made more like interesting, you know. But no, I just decided, well, it killed the one guy. It just cut his guts open.
Yeah.
You know, that's like it was like you could have done more with that. You know, what if the kids like started eating, like the kid bears or whatever? What are the cubs? Yeah, what if they just started eating? You know, like okay, when we left that place, the only thing that I can think of is what if that was the mascot of the place we were.
I think that was a brown bear, though.
Was it?
Was it?
They said at the beginning. They said it was a black bear.
Oh, did they? I think it was a brown bear. But no, it looked black. It was black.
Oh, wait.
I was like, what? My mind is.
He's like, did he just type in if it's on? Let's see, it is a black bear.
Oh.
Yeah. You can guess where we work.
The whole black bear like crew should go on a field trip and go see that movie.
For free. So this it was in Tennessee, but the movie's based in Georgia.
How about we bring cocaine to our work and then
All the cooks are on cocaine.
Yeah. Welcome to Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear Diner. Welcome to White Bear.
The special was cocaine.
It's a cocaine salmon.
Just to like.
You got mashed potatoes and
this.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Can I get a shot of meth? Nope.
What's on these pancakes? The powder. That's cocaine. It's not sugar powder.
Man, this powdered sugar smells great. It's
cocaine.
Did you hear about the Black Bear Diner in?
Oh yeah.
What's it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it Glendale?
Yeah.
Glendale. They got shut down for making like So another place where we worked, it's a fast food, or not a fast food, but it's a restaurant chain or a diner chain, and one of them got shut down because they mixed bleach and another chemical. And I said like if I was there, I would have just started asking people to smell like chloroform in here or something. Like it was. Okay, segue into, let's see. So we talked about Cocaine Bear last week. It wasn't last week, was it? It was, because that's when Ernie was in the hospital. Let's talk about Ernie.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, no. Since we're going in reverse order, he went missing. He went missing for a whole. Let's see. So from when I woke up from 6 to noon, okay, he was missing. Okay, so I get into work. I go in at 6, and I open and everything, and it's about 7:20, right? So it's an hour, 20 minutes, and your dad calls me. He goes, "Hey, is my son with you?" And I go, "No." I can call Tony or whatever, see if he's with him, because he likes to rob at Tony's house. And call Tony, no answer. Call Tony, no answer. Text him, he answers. He's like, "No, Snell's not with me." And I was like, okay. So I called Michael, or I text Michael if he worked last night, or if he showed up to close. And he said, yeah. And then that was it. I was like, okay, do you know where he is? Didn't respond. I think he fell back asleep or whatever. So Jaime was there working because he closed that night too, and I asked him if you showed up. He goes, yeah, I think him and Michael went to Sonic. So I'm like, so Michael either killed you or, like it's kidnapped, My dad said, actually I have the text or whatever, but he said, because you had guns and stuff in your car, and I was like, oh, so before I text my dad or anything, I called your mom to see if she knew where you were. And she was like, no, but he's probably asleep in a parking lot. And that's the first person that said it, And then I'm like, okay, so I called the hospitals. This was maybe 8 o'clock. So 2 hours later, called the hospitals. I'm like, hey, is there a guy named Stella Fisher? So she checks Sedona, Flagstaff, and Cottonwood. Nobody by your name. I'm like, okay, good. But hopefully he's not dying somewhere else, It's I'm glad you're not in the hospital because that's decent news, but hopefully, you shouldn't be,
Yeah.
And then Tony's driving around at this time just looking for you. Michael and I get in touch. He's like, no, we split up, but he went home, and I went home. And I'm like, what? Like, you didn't go home last night, So Michael's useless in this, Jaime's useless, Tony's looking around. I'm useless, I'm just sitting at work, And I'm like, what the fuck? This dude better be in jail. So I called my parents, and I'm like, dude, can you guys call the jail? Stone's missing, And I asked my mom if you were here first. She said no. And then, so she called the jail or whatever, and you weren't in there. I'm like, okay, thank God. And let's see, so maybe 10 o'clock comes around. Tony's like, okay, I'm going to take a break from looking, and I'm just going to, he needed to do something. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm not paying you, so, whatever. And then, let's see, so I get in touch with your mom again. No answer from you or anything. My parents say you're probably, you're either dead or sleeping in a parking lot, was what my parents said. And I was like, okay, probably, hopefully the latter, right? And then Mike said you were probably in a parking lot. Like, everyone I talked to, Michael.
Oh, Mike.
Michael, our GM.
Oh.
Yeah, he even said it. Jaime said it. I don't know, there was a couple people that said it. But almost every person that was looking for you said it. Tony said it, right? So noon comes around and this dude calls me, hey bro, I'm okay. I'm like, where the fuck, where are you, bro? Like, I've been panicking all day, I got a whole, search team and everything looking for you, dog. And this dude goes, I fell asleep. I'm like, really, bro? And I was like, where'd you sleep at? He goes, parking lot. I was like, he said, so, everyone's assumption was right. He did fall asleep in it was a view, wasn't it?
I feel like it's more of a pull-off.
Yeah, it's more like, it was like a view over Cottonwood.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
So, you want to know the story?
Yeah, yes. Tell us.
Alright, so... Yeah, so I went to Sonic with Michael, late 8, and then after that, I didn't want to go home, and I only got the mozzarella sticks, so I wasn't really full. So
This dude eats a lot.
Yeah.
This dude, man. Hey, no.
No, I went to the gas station. I got a bunch of Reese's and chocolate, and I went to the Lookout, and I was just listening to music and eating it, and then I was just getting tired, so I assumed I was gonna fall asleep, so I turned off my car, and I pretty much just passed out.
It's too bad. He falls asleep anywhere, man. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Weird. I was so tired. But I didn't want to go home. I don't know why. I just.
Well, you did work up in Sedona. It was closer right there too. You were supposed to be there at what, 6?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah. You weren't.
But no. Okay. The thing is, and the reason I woke up at. I was supposed to be in Sedona by 7. I woke up at 7:30, and I was freaking out because I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be there, and
when you woke up, how many messages were or missed calls?
That's the thing. There weren't any. My phone is weird. It doesn't show.
I called you 12 or 13
It doesn't. My phone's so stupid. It doesn't tell me when someone called me or when someone messaged me. I have to go and look for myself to show for it to show. But I texted. So I wake up and I throw up. I throw up twice. And I'm pretty sure it's because I ate so much junk food that night. And I told my dad I'm not gonna make it. I'm throwing up, and he's like, okay, that's okay. So wait, when did my dad call you?
7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so it was 7:30. It was after. I don't know why. He didn't know where I was though. I didn't tell him where I was.
It wasn't 7:30 because he called me again and asked me asked me if I heard from you. I said no. He called me
because he's the only one I talked to.
Yeah, but he called me and asked if I knew where you were.
Oh,
after.
Right.
Like,
He didn't know either.
he did it twice.
Right. Oh.
Yeah. So he called me the first time at 7, and maybe around 8 he called me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't know where I was. I didn't tell him. I just.
No one knew where you were.
No. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why. Because right after that, my phone died. After I texted my dad, and it died, and I had to charge the phone, and it takes forever in my car for some reason. So I was just sitting there waiting, and I was waiting. As I was waiting, I passed out again, and then that's when I woke up at about 11,
Yeah.
11ish. Was it 11?
It was almost noon, yeah.
No, it was like noon, yeah. And then I finally had enough battery to call someone, and I called you.
You called your mom first, I think, and then we.
Oh yeah,
Your mom's
I called your mom. I called mom first.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired now.
Yeah. Yeah, he called his mom first, and then he called me, and I was like, dude, like, you had me scared, you know, like, homeboy was missing, you know, and then your mom called me, was like, oh, he's good. I'm like, I know, like, he's dead. Yeah, I don't know, it was a weird experience, you know, and then, yeah, it was okay, segue into the next bit, transition right here, Ernie, that's Ernie's story now, isn't it?
Ernie? Oh yeah, Ernie.
So we're not going to use his real name. We're calling him Ernie for this because he doesn't want us to use his real name, and he doesn't want us to show the video. But I might pay him. So something interesting happened to us, okay, and it was very traumatizing for him. I would say. I don't know. I made it the best I could. It was. You want to start? You want to start it? So, okay.
No, you can start.
Wednesday. It was last week. Last Wednesday.
Yeah.
It was me and Stellan and Randy. We're just driving around, and we happened to see our friend in front of us at a stoplight. And I call him. I'm like, hey, bro, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to Prescott on a spiritual journey or whatever. I was like, bro, come out with us. So he came and hung out with us. We went to go film a music video. And he was just walking around, hanging out, you know, being him. And we split up afterwards.
Yeah, we split up.
Well, we dropped Randy off.
Yeah.
And then
we went to Sedona.
Well, he goes, what do you guys want to do? You want to go to Sedona, the park? Because you had boards, you had skateboards with you. And we went to Sedona, the park. I've never skateboarded my entire life, but it's easier than I thought on longboards.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I start practicing. They just want to race all the time. I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't going to work like that, you know? And I don't know. It was hard for me skateboarding, you know, but it got easier on a longboard. And then, I don't know, we were maybe there for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Maybe. And then we go out to the road, and this dude and him, Ernie, had an idea of going down this big hill, right? The first time they did it, they do it fine, they go up like halfway, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys go down and you're fine. I'm just on the sidewalk clicking, I'm catching up, you know? And then the second time, Ernie was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna go from the top. So he goes from the top, you know, and
Before he went, I told him, I was like, you sure you don't want to use this board?
he was on the worst board too.
Yeah, he was on the worst board. I told him he's going to fall off if he uses that board.
Which he was right, he did fall. So
Yes.
he got all the way to the bottom of the hill, and he tried to like, I think
He tried to.
I wish he was here. I asked him if he wanted to be on the podcast. He said yes, and then he backed out the last second, which is understandable. He doesn't want to be embarrassed. But we could have put him in like a terrorist mess or something. No, so he tried to stop the board or whatever, and he went flying. Like, he flew off the board, and he landed left side of the face, hit his head, and he hit his collarbone, like, or shoulder, which broke his collarbone, like, instantly, and you can hear it, you know, I have it on video, you can hear the crack, you know, and he hit, boom, hard, and I'm like, oh, you know, and I cut the video, and I run over to him, I'm like, dude, you alright, you know, and he's standing up, you know.
I know, I was like, what the heck?
It's like, I know, how do you get up, you know, how is he not out? But he said he remembered passing out. But no, hear me out, okay? This dude, alright? This dude fell, okay? He gets up, he goes, where's the tennis ball?
Wait, what? Tennis ball?
Yeah, because he had that ball in his pocket that we found.
Oh.
And that's the first thing he said. And where'd the tennis ball go?
Dude just broke his collarbone.
Yeah, he did.
Multiple
He didn't care about the skateboard. He didn't care about him hurting or anything. He didn't care about him passing out. He goes, dude, where the tennis ball go? And he starts looking for this tennis ball, bro. And Stone and I walk over, and we're like, nah, bro, let's go sit down for a minute. Let's go see if you're good, you know. So I grab the board, and the tennis balls is rolling down the road, and we walk back to the benches or whatever, you know. And I'm cracking jokes. I'm trying to make light of the situation. The dude's like, you can tell he's not okay, you know. Like you can tell he's like drowning. So we went to the hospital in Sedona, and they had a 4-hour wait?
Yeah.
They had a 4-hour wait. We waited like 30 minutes, and I was like, dude, let me call. I have friends over at the other hospital. Let me call them and see if like they can get you in quicker, you know? Legally, they can't tell you if you can get in quicker, but they can tell you, like, yes, you know? Like, they can give you very odd answers, and I'm glad the guy did, you know? We went there. Me and Ernie went there. Stellan left because it was just, you know, they didn't really need to be there, but it was like, we thought he was going to be okay. We just wanted him to get checked up and make sure he's, you know, and we're glad he did. We got him back like instantly. They did an X-ray and found out he broke his collarbone. They broke it. The hospital. No, I was like, no, he broke his collarbone, and because he said he hit his head, they went to go get a CAT scan, and they found out his brain was bleeding a little bit. So they were like, "Do we want to get you admitted?" He goes, "Yeah." So, but the only hospital that would admit him is in Phoenix, which is what, an hour and 45 away or something like that, and I've never driven to Phoenix in my entire life, so I call him like, bro, you want to come down to Phoenix? You know, I've never, you know. He goes, yeah, hell yeah, let's make a vacation out of it, right? So on the way over there, Berto finally, after like 2 hours, I want to say, he finally gets in the ambulance, because they dispatched it to Prescott one instead of Cottonwood. So they went from Phoenix to Prescott to Cottonwood. Like they went to the wrong hospital, and they get him in the ambulance, and him and I drop Berto's car or Ernie's car off at his house, get his stuff that his sister got. We're driving up to Phoenix, and I call the hotel room because we were trying to book a hotel, and we were making racist jokes. I can't say, you know, I can't lie about that, but it was it was something like, okay, from the place where we live to Phoenix, completely different. Okay, you come to Arizona, like you got different places all over. Okay, there's so many different people, you don't expect that. You know, you just don't expect it, and it was kind of like it wasn't actually racist joke. It was just like unexpected, you know. Dude was super nice on the phone. He helped us book a hotel room. We get to the hospital in Phoenix because I think you were driving. I was asleep. I passed out. Get to the hospital in Phoenix, and we tried to go up there and drop off his stuff, but they wouldn't let us up there, so we just dropped it off in the lobby with the nurse or whatever, and we went to the hotel room. And the hotel room was apparently what was wrong with it?
They told me that we booked it for the next day and not that night.
Yeah, although the guy said just come in the night.
Yeah.
So that happened, and we're like, fuck, okay. We sat in the parking lot, and people started surrounding us. Like there were so many people behind us. And I'm starting to back up, and dude's just sitting there. Like, he's just standing behind the car. Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, so I just start backing up more, and dude finally gets out of the way. Was it a security guard?
No.
It was just some random dude.
Yeah.
He wasn't even staring at the car. He was staring away.
Yeah.
And I just start backing up, and the dude finally moves out of the way. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to hit you, you know. And drove up the street. Every single hotel was booked. Mm-hmm. Every single hotel was booked. So we ended up sleeping in the hotel, or the hospital parking lot.
Yeah.
Worst sleep of my life, bro.
Yeah.
It was
pretty bad.
Cold.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, dude. It was. We should have snuggled or something, dog. Dude, it was horrible.
Yeah, I woke up so many times.
Yeah, I woke up every 2. I had my alarm set every 2 hours just in case Berto needs something. But it
that
was
might
like,
have been one.
yeah, but it was like it sucked anyway, you know. And I woke up, my phone was at 4%, you know. So I'm like, dude, let's go do something, you know. We woke up. When did we get up? Maybe 7. Let's say 7 or 9, one of them. And call Berto, his sisters, or I can't say his name. Call Ernie, and he says he's good. They did his surgery or whatever. Oh no, they had planned his surgery for later that day. So his sister was gonna come up. We're like, okay, we're just gonna head back to Sea Hood, you know. We came back to my house, and that was pretty much the end of that. You know, his sister was there or whatever. Berto's fine now. He's good. He's probably sleeping right now. It's midnight. Yeah, so he's good.
I was at work, and Janya, she comes up to me. She was all like, "So how's your friend? How's he doing?" And I was like, "Well," yeah. She was all like, "Is he in the hospital anymore?" I was like, "No, he's in a better place."
Yeah, that's she told me that.
and she was like, "Oh, did he die?" I was like, no, he's in a better place. He's at his house.
Yeah, she told me that. She goes, dude, I went in, oh no, she came in when I closed, when we switched shifts.
Yeah.
She came in to eat, and she goes, Stellan told me that your friend died. And I was like, what? And she goes, yeah, he said that he's in a better place. And I just started laughing, because I was like, I knew what you did. Like she was so genuine, She told me your friend died. I was like, yo, this dude's crazy. Yeah, Ernie's okay. The reason why we call him Ernie is because he looks like Ernie from Bert and Ernie. That's the reason I call him. He doesn't call him. We love him, man. I wish him the best. I hope he's, I hope he finds himself on a spiritual journey. He just hit rock bottom. I told him that too. I was in the hospital. This dude was so delirious in the hospital, man. I started talking to him. Dude saying like crazy stuff. He goes, "If I die, you can have my car," because I'm obsessed with this car, And I go, bro, don't say that. It's a win-win for me now, It's like this. Yo, man, if you don't die, I get you. What if you die? Nah, bro, nah. Much respect. I wonder if we can go there and find that tennis ball.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of want to.
I think I know where it is.
Yeah, I think
I saw
if it's still there,
And in the video, you could see it where it went too.
But there's a lot. It just flew out. Dude fell. Where's the tennis ball? That's crazy, man. Nah, man. I hope he gets better. He will. He will get better. But I hope I hope he does better mentally. It was a hard day for him. Hard week.
And we felt really bad because we're the ones who,
Well, he
interrupted him. On his.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. He didn't have to.
Yeah, true.
He could have just continued.
True, but he's the type to kind of feel bad.
Yeah, that is true. He's a very good guy. He's very sweethearted, That's really, we didn't really film nothing in February. We did a podcast. That was it. We were gonna do skits and stuff. Anyway, subscribe to Mr. Beast. What do you say to this one? Unsubscribe or whatever?
Yeah.
To this one?
Leave a dislike and then subscribe.
Yeah.
I did.
This is gonna be our outro music, okay?
No.
Outro.